Well, hello, folks. Welcome along to the 2024 Queensland State Lead Championships here at Crank Indoor Climbing. You know, this is the lead finalist for our females, mate. I've seen Tasha training quite a lot too. She's very strong. All right, Tasha, ready to roll. And again, some big holds just off the ground just to get established. So it's kind of nice. It could be. And you can see just a little... If we get the team to maybe focus in on the belayer, the belayer has some pretty interesting glasses on. So yeah, if you've ever seen those belay glasses. But anyway,
that's such a
there you go.
I wasn't on there.
All right, so she is looking up. She is paying attention to the climber. However, those they're prism glasses or something. Anyway. Tasha's on the wall. Let's concentrate on Tasha. This is what we're here for.
See, that looks like a hard vest. It looks already like it's not positive.
I don't think that one's for you. There you go. Tasha making
nice
it work.
Move.
Yeah.
But the thing is when you're looking out the holds, and sometimes these climbers may have never climbed on this brand of holds. That's the thing about this sport that's so unique is, you know, I don't know how much Tasha's climbed at Crank. You know, she's an alpine climber. We see her in core a bit.
But she's just making sure. We might get a better shot of that angle, get her tucked into the corner. There we go. Now, there's a big hold there, but she seems a little bit sort of hand mixed up. She might need to do a Houdini swap.
I was going to say, it's a bit apprehensive about that swap, so she's trying to now move past it, which is probably the smarter play. Oh, and then a palm back. Nice.
Big shoulders. Oh, well, there you go. I think that bouldering strength right there for sure.
Yeah. But, and that'll actually help settle her nerves, I think, because she was a bit unsure whether... And again, if you gamble without moving a boulder, it's fine. You know, you can do it. Oh, wow. But at the same time on here, you know you've done. Really nice. Now, these Neos have got this white hold, the Neo, I say with the N on it, is an espresso. They've got a real positive side, which unfortunately is turned down. But I
really like the texture on those Neo holds. Beautiful texture.
I think they're a great hold. Yeah, really good hold.
Now, Tasha, not stopping there. I would have thought that a few of the competitors might find a rest in that corner, but he's charging on. Come on.
Great catch.
Yeah,
good
absolutely. Now, this is where we see, you know, changing around this corner. That's a great shot. You can see how far that kicks back. I was going to say we can see the elbows. Well done, Tash up.
And, you know, it is considered one of the hardest lead walls around.
Nice little fall there too. So
we're going to see Hannah Sides here again. Again, she's a slightly taller athlete. She's gone for the long pants, which is, you know, we talk about socks and shoes in bouldering. We talk about the long or short.
Well, I mentioned you yesterday, Ian. There was a couple of people in their socks, and you and I have got some opinions on it. But anyway,
I will think I do like long pants for lead, though. I do think that's a psychological boost. Is the long pant.
That camera might not be enjoying itself there. We might swap to a better one.
Giving them a little feel, but that's okay. Here we go.
All right, Hannah, looking good here. Again, that big hold, and you can see it looks large, folks. It looks like, oh, yeah, that's big. I should grab onto it. But it's not as good as you might maybe want it to be. And
she's held it a lot because Tasha moved past that as just a foot. But Hannah seems to be, she was quite comfortable on that. She's bumped back down off it, but...
it's one of those ones that are a bit slopey, and if you make your way up above kind of... if your hand moves up at an angle, it turns it, you know, not into a straight pull down, but a pull out, and the quality gets worse, as you go along.
Well, she made that. Hannah looks very comfortable. Again, I'm not seeing much of her in the lead game, but like looking here, she made that switch quite comfortable. She looks in a nice position. She's not quite as dynamic or powerful, I guess, as Tasha was, where she's sort of hit into the moves. She seems very steady and controlled.
Very
climbing in 1-1-1.
Very smooth climbing. Yeah, very smooth climbing.
Yeah, good on her. She looks nice and controlled. So good position here. She's hit that awkward Neo. Now she's got to change that body direction again. And
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few competitors park up in this corner here if they can get a rest up. But maybe the route setters would have thought about that. But again, she's moving on pretty quickly, so maybe it's not as comfortable a stance as we thought.
Well, you really overhung on this blue. Like it's like if you look there at her angles, where you can see her arms are pretty straight, and if you get it from the side angle, you can really see how overhung it is.
So this transition around, you can't really see it. And maybe if we get a different angle, You can see she's coming around a corner, folks. So not flat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see now. That was a good shot.
It's like a full mantle up and over it. These are, maybe a mid to low crux point. But yes, she's trying to match then. That end is just not too positive. And a right foot goes, right foot slip. But no, Tiana's great and 16 years old, but she does a bit of coaching for us as well. She's phenomenal.
She does great. She does great with the kids. So if you've got any young'uns who want to learn the ropes, come on down.
But she's a great example. And I think like girls like these girls are such good examples for she takes the program seriously.
Sure.
She works hard. She's committed to it, and she just needs to relax into this today because she of her own admission, she's been bouldering pretty heavy with this China World Cup coming up. And she just needs to take her time on this lead because she's not been doing. I think I've seen a lead climb once in the last 3 months.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, and it's quite good. If you haven't got fitness, then you should move fast through sections that might pump you out, and that seems to be what she's doing.
She's got great flexibility. So come on, Tiana.
Don't second guess yourself in this section here. Yeah, you can see that angle, folks. Fantastic angle. She'll move up into that corner.
Credit to the guys giving the people at home a bit of a representation of how awkward these angles are. Because the thing is, if you're climbing overhung for 20 meters, you adjust to get used to it. But because it's one angle, then another, then flat, and it's around the corner, there's so many variations. Like Jay's counted, we can 7 or 8,
7 or 8 different angle changes here.
There's so much to take into your mind as an athlete planning this route. Phenomenal job by the setters utilizing all these different wall angle changes. And now we just want to see Tiana. Yeah, she's using that.
She's found a little spot there that might work. She's
just going to adjust out of it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's taking her time here because she's got weight in her legs nicely. So where you said you'll see a lot of them rest, she is using that rest a bit more in her legs. It looks like she's pressing her legs into it a bit more, and just now she's going to try and make that transition. Oh, she's going high, Jace, up here.
Yeah, well,
so we've seen.
We've seen our competitors now. This is interesting. Let's see if she drops her foot down.
Yeah, that's going to say she stayed higher. Oh, she's done it. Come on, T-Bar. Come on, T. Good clip. Nice. She's been really, brilliant. Brilliant, Tiana. So what we're seeing here, is just she's got out of that position and now, again, finding a spot, chalking them. She looks very calm on the wall.
Yeah, she's doing great because here at the end of the day,
come on, T. Yeah, so she's got, this is your current high point. She looks like she's got, unlucky, T.
Tiana.
Get ready for
there you go,
potential
Tiana at 23. You can see the plus there from Tasha and Hannah at 20. So, early days.
Honestly, I'm so interested. So Oriel will, she's a lot of coaching. She's always her and her mama flying about the country everywhere. They go to every comp, every gym.
Well, it sounds event. Like she's got her fan club here with her as well. So let's go, Oriel.
Every time I see her, she looks like a Super Saiyan. She levels up from every battle. So let's see how she goes here.
Got to be careful of those feet on the quick draws. You can't use anything other than the holes that are designated for the climb, folks, just so everyone knows. The quick draws are there for safety, but not for either pulling on or standing on.
Come on, Oriel. Come on, take time.
Okay.
Just a crazy chalk spot. Yeah, crazy.
Just a little bit.
She's got so much in there. She does a bit of boxing and a few other things, Oriel, as well. She's a bit of a multi-sport athlete. But
she's got that
just
now.
Hit that big pocket. Hit that big
strong
nice. Come on, bud. Come on, little time.
A bit of early nerves for her, but hopefully she'll sort of settle in here and get herself up into this corner. Yeah, do that little Houdini swap maybe. There it is.
Been 14 with the hand, bless her.
Yep, absolute legendary on that stuff. And there you go. We get into the changing corners. Reminds me of a climb on Yosemite.
But again,
speaking of,
there you go. Well, I have not climbed that, Jess, so I'll leave that to you. But I will say, because if anyone's ever done boxing, they know it's unrelated. But it's one of the hardest cardio burning sports ever. And Oriel is, I think she's in the state boxing team. She definitely does the Queensland young athlete program.
Oh, there you go. And boxing and climbing at the same time.
And I think that will serve as well in this the lead aspect.
Well, that's one thing I love about the younger athletes. They're just happy to give everything a crack and have a good time. And so that's really, a lot what the climbing scene's about. you know, I heard it yesterday. You know, the competitors aren't competing against each other; they're competing against the climb.
Yeah,
you know,
us versus the wall.
Us versus the wall, and I love that about, you know, these competitions. Well,
I love it about climbing in general. It's the greatest thing when someone comes in and they're a little bit apprehensive or nervous in the gym. I always say,
Ariel.
I always say to people, you know, I say, like, if you're nervous, you can come out. If you have any questions, you can ask us. But you've got 100 guides in the gym.
Yeah.
Because everyone climbing is always going. Now this is it. Oh no! Come on.
Yeah, I think that's the 20 mark there.
Smaller hands is put. Oh, she crossed her hands over each other and had to pop one out to get the other out.
Just didn't have that right foot in. You know, Claire is. You would call a quite experienced competitor.
Yeah, they all support each other, cheer each other on. It's such a great community of the young climbers. You know, we've seen from Andy Brown to Marlo, they're all young, and they all help each other, and it's not like other sports. That's why we love climbing so much. Yeah. If you're watching this back, you've just got into the sport, you made the right choice.
There you go. Well,
let's see how she goes.
A little bit of trivia, Claire and
Victor,
Victor, brother and sister. So there you go. The climbing family here making the finals today.
The whole family are big time climbers. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clear's got great power. Again, incredible boulder, a Boulder Mania champion. Phenomenal boulder as well. She does always. I mean, I always call her. She does always impress me when lead. When we did the national Queensland team training at our gym at Cornubia, and she was the only one to top every climb. Like as far as it goes in the nationals, she did phenomenal in the lead as well. So, if you know her as a boulderer, just hold the drink. She's an incredibly not a bit of an odd spot. Yeah. She gets to so many spots, but she's an incredible, like, determined climber, I guess I would say.
Well, it doesn't, but Claire's a little bit bigger, maybe arm length in that corner there, so she might be one of the taller ones. Maybe just struggling to get in.
She does a lot of weight training, and if you watch her, she has a physical program as well. She doesn't just climb; she does a lot of the I should just look at the chart. That's the most frustrating thing. Little Friction Lab chalk bag spun, but she's incredible. Like, again, another all-round athlete, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder what chart they're all using. We had this debate. I've just been switched to recently. I've been using the Runny chart.
Oh yeah, any good?
Oh, I tell you, I'm a grade stronger. It's like clay. It's beautiful. I watched about 4 hours of YouTube documentaries before I first started it, and I saw these guys, swearing by it. But if you can check what chalk you use, or if you think it's myth, people tell me they don't.
No, I do. There's some chalk that's kind of a bit silky. That's not much chop. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah. He was looking very smooth there a second ago, and just a couple of moves here, making it not so good, but still strong.
On the heel there, So I think being on the heel worked well there.
That's right.
Yeah, wow.
That's right. So, all right.
Now, this is that move that you're going to be so gassed here, but look at her determination of fight.
Yeah,
you can see she's pulling down.
Climb fast after that.
Wow, clear. Yeah, can't go past the ball with your move. You have to click before your knee goes. Well, I told you that she looked back and then just that fight. Well done, Clea. Take a second knee if you can.
She can rest out a little bit. Getting a little bit of rest in this section, which is fantastic.
It might be the way. It might be your hands that go there and not your. Let's have a look. I think your right hand goes, but I think that becomes a toe hook after. Yes, and then She was hoping to
yes. Oh, wow. That was fantastic. Well done.
New high point first position.
There you go, Clea. Yeah. Well, I tell you, almost got it there.
If her foot was a tiny bit lower or more open, so she could twist her hip in.
Yeah. Well, Clea out, pretty convincingly out ahead.
Well, it'll be great to see Kate. Like I said, she's. I think she's been living in Tassie, but she's been in Tassie and competing. But
well, we've got the run now, which is Kate, Atako, and Ravleen, who's a Victorian. She can win the competition, but she can't win the state.
She can't be crowned state. So she won't take the podium points, but she will take the. She can take the event. Yeah.
But Kate right now,
come on, Kate.
All to play for. This is her last climb of her competition.
It's really hard because we want them all to win. You know, we know, especially because we know them all so well now. Is that so? If you're at home and you don't know who to cheer for everyone.
That's right,
because they're all mega. And yeah, it's just exciting. But like I say, this whole angle here, it's been gassing them out. But Kate's doing the right thing, getting through it a bit quicker. I think, to be honest, that's probably what stumbled Oriel. Is she stopped twice to chalk up by now already. And look, Kate's backhand clipping just through experience there. And
well, there's kind of three main ways to clip, so depends on which sort of system that you have. Now,
well, I have three ways. I have in a panic, in a hurry, and there's a last-ditch resort.
I love it. Yeah. And Kate getting a little bit more comfortably into that section where you saw Cleo do it, a little bit harder.
Look at that, just smear the wall, just counterbalance everything. She's. I mean, this is textbook so far, but I don't want to jinx her. The Jason Kibosh, as we say, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm keeping my my commentary to the minimum at this point. So let's see how she goes here.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Pendulum.
Yeah. Taller as well, so maybe making those holds just that is really.
I do think how Clea switched to the heel here early, where everyone else was the toe. Was a nice thing. So
let's see how Kate goes.
She left the toe on the bottom hold, but Clea had the heel in, and that was brilliant for Clea.
Well,
that's an insane chalk position.
What a great
They
shot.
call it the social media chalk, right?
Now, let's see if she does turn that. Now she's doing a lower foot.
Lower one, yeah.
Okay. So that's the other way I said, probably needs to happen. Go low, and then get underneath and then come around and up, which is good, which is nice.
Read it your way. Still control the momentum.
Yep. Very nice, Kate.
Man, if there's ever been an advert for yoga, it's been these lead climbs today, male and female. They've both been yogalicious. I don't think that's I know. You went quiet, Jason.
I was trying to think of what to say then here, but I just move on.
Moving along. She's in a great position here. And so again, we're going to see, this is where Tiana got to this next plus, I think. So she's about to take the second spot by hitting this next one. Using this rest wisely because, as we saw with Clea, it's really, really got to go fast to this knee bar.
Yeah, not a bad hold, that red one, but again, it sort of kicks into a weird body position.
She does great at adjusting her body, feet in front, move back, feet behind, move back.
Really good awareness.
Yes, superb, that's the word. Yes. Superb awareness.
Yeah.
So that weight she went for then as a foot, she's realised that. Stretch out. Hit that big hook.
Elbows up here a little bit. You can see it.
This is going to spin you out like Clea. Put your hand higher. Brilliant.
It's not as good as you want it to be, but
no, I don't think that's a double, is it?
Double knee bar. No. Oh, here we go.
Come on, Kate.
Found it a little bit.
So where she slid this foot back, if you've just tuned in, the current high point was here with Clea. She tried to hit the knee bar, but she had her left foot on the jib on the volume, and that meant it pinned it and pushed it off.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, spectacular.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's made the plus now anyway. Those two are counting in.
I think she's gonna work.
Oh, Ian! Kate, well done.
Come to attack her.
Yeah.
She qualified in the highest spot of the Queensland athletes. And again, if you're just tuning in, Ravleen is currently in first, but she is a Victoria State athlete, so she can win the event, but she wouldn't be given the Queensland State podium. It'd be a dual podium.
Well done, Kate.
Well done, Kate.
Well done, Kate. Now, we're not meant to have favourites, Ian, are we? But, I think it's okay. What might be one of ours, but, it's like having, no favourites with children, but,
And she said she was excited for this, so let's see.
Let's see. All right.
She qualified in first for Queensland athletes.
And, she does...
I don't know why I'm holding my breath. I do it every time.
I've got the sweaty hands going on.
I know. I do it every time.
But anyway... she does specialize a bit in lead, right? But strong in boulder, so
she's just got incredible beta and incredible flexibility, and that really pays into the lead game. Bouldering, sometimes there are those big dynamic moves, which unfortunately, her being 5'2.5", that it does impact her a little bit. But
that said, Brooke Rabbitoux and
just won again.
Yeah. I think she's 5 foot nothing. I think
she's 5 foot no change. I was talking about it to the girls I lived with today, and I was saying that I love her, the little mini American, and I mean even Miho. There's not too many tall females on the scene at the moment other than Yanya.
Yeah. Well, Yanya's the GOAT, mate. I think she's the greatest competition
Imagine
climber
if you were
ever.
in her area now, every time you see that she's not in an event, the little, like, I know that you want to go against the best to beat the best, but it must be a nice feeling when you turn up to a World Cup. It's, oh, Yanya's not here. Here we go. You know, get my big boy chalk out.
Well, Atako in the
Come on,
corner,
Tak.
finding that little rest, you know, and being quite smart here. Arrived here pretty quick fashion with no fuss. So hopefully she's got some, you know, a bit in the tank again.
Well, I think her dad will probably be watching at home, and Mum will be there, and yeah, she's got good support sister, and she's a nice, she's a really calm. You know, she said she focused on her studies a bit this year, and she's just, yeah, this would be a nice thing for her to just take her mind off and climb. She's really just, like taking her time, finding her spots, finding a good clip here, doing it early.
Bit of a shout out from Ricky Rocks and Junko for Atako. So thanks for the shout out online, folks. Fabulous to have you on the live stream. So
look, she's going to go the other way. No attack. I told you she just gets her on there. But this is please, she's going to hip turn on it. Oh gosh, Atako.
Oh
my goodness me, Atako.
Well, there you go, folks. Sorry about that other move. I'll just skip it. I don't know if it was any easier, but she did it her way, and you know, Frank Sinatra would be proud.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, that is. I mean, come on, Attack.
Well done.
Attack. Now she will walk up this wall. She actually looks very comfortable. Again, I don't want to say anything. Come on, Attacker, please.
Now, not too far away from a high point here, though. So, you know, only a few moves away.
Yeah.
Not really looking for the knee bar, which is which is probably not a bad thing, because getting into that knee bar might work for a rest, but getting out of it takes some effort.
I think it's sort of like, like you're taking just.
Oh, wow. All right. Hopefully. All right.
Will we see a top from the tech?
We love it. We love it. I'm going to take it.
She's in a different place. It's a 100 just here. Oh, cool. The crowd are going absolutely
well, there you go.
We're going to see the face. Well done,
well done, Ataka. Well, that was fantastic.
That right foot just can't get it set.
Wasn't a great right foot, but she did keep, you know, state of mind here. Go for the plus she just
She could get no push off it. Now we're about to see the interstate machine that is Raveline.
You know, I think that's fantastic. You know, interstate competition, pop by. You know, it brings a bit of spice.
Remember last year's states we had the American, didn't we?
We did.
Was over as well, and she jumped in.
Yeah.
So it's really great. Like, all these competitions just give experience in their build-up, in their training, and you know she's young, so it'd be a good experience for her. But straight to work, so to speak.
No knocking around. Yep. And very efficient clipping as well.
To qualify with 2 tops, the only person to top the second climb in the female division of qualifying this morning. So she put a benchmark down
by a long way too, you know. But let's see again. You know, that was the same. You know, just a moment ago for Sam.
He was. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's all to play for, Ian.
That's why we love competition. You know, it's you have favourites. You know, the bookies' favourite, as they say, but it doesn't. They don't always win. As we've just seen with, you know, Marlow. What a performance. To be fair, Marlow, the way he climbed, he deserved to come away with
he climbed absolutely fantastically efficient, precise, and just came away with the win.
And Raveline looks, she looks to be, you know,
doesn't even look like she's puffing at all yet. So we shall see. This is where the rubber meets the road, though. Let's face it. You know, turning the corner and getting into the head wall, it starts to get a little bit more spicy.
We've raced through the 16 of them, haven't we? This is your final climber.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing with lead. You know, sometimes it could take 6 minutes for everyone, or take 60 seconds. And
so she's not going to do the Atako bit, that's for sure.
That Atako bait was just amazing.
Yeah, it was worthy.
Now, this is it where she's just real.
No.
Okay.
She's about to outdo Atako, maybe perhaps. Wow. Yes, Raveline, do something incredible.
Well,
drop down. I think your bit is. I mean, yours is the smart call. This lower foot. Atako clipped early as well, which took the pressure off.
Yeah.
Atako hit the clip here on her hip.
What is she doing? And this is the thing, right? You know, just
always Sam, if you just misread something, or you get yourself in a tough spot. So she's now thinking it's more complex of a move. Raveline. Hey, unbelievable qualifying performance.
Well done, Raveline.
Well done.
Atako, 32 plus. Very nice competition scoring. Kate, not too far behind and clear. Well, hello, folks. Welcome along to the 2024 Queensland State Lead Championships Lead Finals. And in reverse order, number one finisher, but they come out in reverse order, 8-1. Here we go. Andy Brown, our first competitor, and love it.
Here we go.
All right. Well, let's see what Andy's got here.
And even the first move, look at that. It's a pull up and then you straight away crashing back.
Yeah, well, he some big moves early on, so it's nice for them just to get a bit established off the ground and not be too shaky. But I don't think those big holds stay for too long, and these ones here look a little bit more spicy as he gets off the ground.
And if you're looking at home, like you see these white holds as well. So for anyone who's not too familiar with the sport, like you said, they can use all the holds that are available in this zone. They've been sort of coached before, if there's any areas that have to be smouthed, but you have to clip up as you go. So you can't climb past these clips too far, which is what you got to clip as you go for your safety. But basically the thing about lead climbing is it's knowing about how not to rush, but also not to dwell too much. There's a real finite art to ensuring that you're climbing at a steady speed. If you hang for too long, because this might look vertical to you, but you might be 18 degrees overhung here. And it's about to, the angle's changing. So his forearms, his engine, it's all ticking like a clock. And the longer you spend on a position or in a hold, there you go. Unfortunately, he's gone. Unlucky, Andy. We're finding out now. We've seen it in our head, but if you watch this move again, his feet look pretty secure. Yeah,
what was he going for? Victor Hall. Victor's been around the scene for quite a while, and
he does a lot of photography. So if you've ever competed at events in the sport climbing Queensland scene, there's a good chance Victor snapped a shot of you. Now he is a lead specialist. He not much of a fan of bouldering. He doesn't hide that. He's lead all the way. So I've seen him climb some pretty phenomenal lead routes in our gyms. So
and he's one of the taller climbers here, and he must be 6 foot plus, maybe 6'2", 6'3".
yeah, there he is. He's definitely 6 in the field.
Yeah, 6 at a few there. So, but looking very very comfortable so far. But this is where we saw Andy get into these pinches and really quite quickly flame out, which and Victor here.
It's hard to know how good those flat holds are.
Not particularly comfortable. Well, again,
he drifted it.
Yeah, well, and 3 bumps up. So wow, okay. Now there's a big transition from. I'd be very interested to see what happens next hold.
Back catch, that little white. Is it a bit of a little mini back catch? He's not going to swap through. Oh, high foot. This is where his height's probably impacting him a little bit.
Sometimes it does, doesn't it?
Just 3 fingers.
Okay, what is a crux? It's a section of the climb that might be considered the hardest.
So again, another young athlete in Big Boss, but like you've seen the Denner boys climb a lot, and Boston's a really good climber.
How old is he now? Because I remember only a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, when you and I started, he's really sprouted in the last couple of years.
Yeah. I reckon he must be 18 or something now. But I mean. Yeah, he definitely.
Well, he's looking fit. Let's see if that looks transfers into the competition today.
It's just about that precision when you hit those, because you got to obviously they're bringing their body up to make the not a weighted arm move, but you just got to be so precise on the small jibs. And trust me, if you're looking at home, like you're looking and thinking, look at this hole, look how easy it looks. Look at how his hand wraps on that. It's an open grip. You
can see that's a fantastic shot there. It's not flat. You can see the angle of the quick draws, Ian.
What about 30?
Oh, as I say, that's good. That's good. He's got a good foot up and a little bit more support here. I don't know if it's going to help him on this move.
Oh, no way.
Let's see. Oh, fantastic.
He's got it. Yeah, he put that there. Nice
little bicycle there.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was nice. But now he's going to hit these stacks like dual tech. These have got some more various that he can't grab.
It looks like he needs to make his way around this section as well. A little bit of a.
They've got both the male and female working these corners. I think this is going to be yeah.
Come on!
Wow, that
there
is.
you go.
If you tag me, if you can get past that move, but yeah, honestly, go have some fun because here we go, AJ, the wild man. But yeah, so AJ is a New Zealand athlete. He represented the Olympic qualifiers for New Zealand. Really humble, really nice kid. He's doing an Alex Booker. Never get a name. I never say it right. I'll just blame it on my Yorkshireness. But Alex Butchio, he's doing her programming and pretty hardcore programming. He's been doing it for about 6 months now. So when I last saw him, he said he was really feeling strong from it. And obviously making these finals is proof enough straight out the gate. But
well, coming in fourth, I think it was. Fourth finisher or fourth in the
he can be sometimes, I don't say erratic because I think I think that's his superpower, is quite dramatic. And
his climbing style.
His style is, it seems erratic, like he's fast, he's bouncy, but he's a really talented young climber. And saying that sometimes he always makes good viewing, I guess is what I would say. And
I hope that there's certain climbers who really like every move they've almost fallen off. Oh no!
There you go. Oh my gosh! So next one out is going to be Marlo. Svezotski. I've asked him a million times. I never get his name either. Alex Svetkovsky is his next one. So Marlo Gilly and Alex, they're two very different type of climbers. You've got to see these two go out, and I'll be interested to see if they can both get through that crux or one or the other, because they climb very different ways. So let's see how Marlo gets on here.
It'll be great to see if we can get something up through that section. We've only seen really the bottom third section, or maybe the bottom half of the men's lead here. I
would expect. I think Marlo Mikes is such a graceful climber, but I would expect to see Alex, because of the power. I think that move and his finger strength will be, when he hits them stacks white dual text dishes, lenses, he'll be in a great spot. So let's see.
And I think up through this section you can see how steep it is, and if you can conserve some energy through this section here, and not really, and that's great. The high heel look, I think that sort of holds him in a little bit. But now
it's all about just trusting the rubber on the transfer. Exactly. Trust it. Know it's good. Is there there might be a little jib underneath that top as well, because it looks like he's got right hand on the jib
there. Toe on it as well. Looking good comfortable here. And,
see Marlo's so look at that, so precise. Now take your time. Now this is a terrible hold. The next one's good, but this one is terrible.
Maybe a heel.
And we saw Boston hit that foot and slip twice. So is he going to try and keep the toe for the tension? No, he passed off.
Maybe I was going to say heel on this, maybe, because the toe wasn't such a great
Boston slipped though. His toe went up to. Oh no, he's got. Look at that body.
Nice body position.
Like a how-to video, isn't it?
There you go. Now you can see his body. He pulled his body around Ian and didn't leave it underneath, and that gave him a really nice, solid, direct line straight up to the hole. Didn't have to move his body.
And that second one's a beautiful hold. Now he's in a good position, but again, so he's got your current high point, so he is your clubhouse leader, as they say. Let's see how he does. He's going to put back on it. Toe hook again.
Nice. A little bit of.
That did look the absolute garbage. Wow.
Nice. Well, let's see if he can build this
in
here.
The dish, hips in.
Okay.
So that black is super positive. It looks like
he might need to go out into that, maybe, or
big undercut, undercut.
Okay.
It's really hard to tell.
So you can see that long draw from the roof. There's a blue triangle there. We might get a different shot, and you'll be able to see it. But you still can't see it as good as you wanted. But looks like he'll be
hit that edge,
traversing off on that edge on a couple of small jibs.
It might be a toe hook on the black and bump your hands across the jibs. It does look like it.
Well, it's a spicy looking move, folks, and so far so good for Marlo. Looking pretty good, but just needs to get into this section. You can see there it is. Yep. Now, nice. Now I wonder if it's a cross screw, because he does need to go out really far away with his left.
At this point, I'd be rapping about chicken nuggets to keep my sanity, because I would be absolutely like, this looking so good. Come on.
All right. So
It looks comfortable, doesn't it?
it does. It does.
Get it
Whenever
to
there's a big
Marla.
lift out there on that jib.
Yeah, there's that heel, the toe hook. Yeah, that's using the thing. I tell you what, he's really utilised the toe hooking in this climb.
Looking good. Elbows up a little bit here, but still
Found a good spot to recharge. Just shake out a little bit here. Swap.
got to find something there. Wow,
This is impressive.
Doing impressive. Big right heel
With
out
his
to the
heel,
right.
There's a heel back on the other. And then there's another bump to the right. There you go, bump to that. There we go.
Absolutely looking fantastic. Starting to burn a little bit here, but let's see if he does the plus.
So like we said earlier, again, if you're just watching, that's quite an important move to show the security on that first hold and generate that movement off there.
There's the plus move, so that's a smart move in the competition, like Ian said. So well done.
Here's Alex.
Alex out now. Here we go. The boulder trip to South Africa soon, Rocklands. But Alex here on the wall, just powering through. Almost.
Yeah, he's. I think he's going to move at some speed. He's pretty slick. We saw with Tiana though. Like I think like the reason Tiana progressed was every clip she hit, perfect. Clip fast, moved on, prime position, and that's what helped her get around there. Clear took a tiny bit longer with them, but that's why she battled more. But again, current high point leader.
Yeah.
You see Alex is a little bit shorter, so we'll have to. These first few moves are going to be a bit more springy.
Well, it was pretty well that first. The one he's standing on, the first two holds decent enough, and then the rest of them really just kicked into gear quite quickly. Like opening a cold opening a cold window on a winter's day. It's like a blast of cold air in the face. But anyway, he's doing quite nicely here.
It is 0 to 100, and I think that's that's so good. But it's like I said, when you see a climber who's just reads it correctly, like look how he's hit that handrail, and then heel in, it's just jumped for it.
Wow, just did that with an undercling, and really wasn't even on that jib either. So I don't think he's seen the jib. No.
Good hit mobility. Now just use the jib. There he's got the jib. Now he's got the jib.
There it is. Come on.
So this is where Marlo had that benefit, that bit of reach. So he hit the next one, and then he double-handed straight away. So hit the double straight. There we go. Now you can readjust. And Marlo again went toe hook. I think toe hook's there. Good. Then I would have fucked it.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at them hip. That's the thing, is that hip flexibility. It's like Luke Beatrice, these guys who could just oh my god.
He needs to make the flip. He can't climb further than past the knee.
Phenomenal.
And he's made the clip, which is good news. Wow, that's a fantastic climb. Right. Oh. Wow. There you go. I'll tell you what. He put in a bit of a fight there at the end as well, which is great. So,
still Marlo with that impressive top spot there,
Well, Marlo smooth all the way through. Really, we didn't see him make a wrong move. He just ran out of steam at the end, and only just. But here,
I wonder how
Alex,
he went for the underclean, the foothold.
He went the backhand, and I mean, this is where just maybe getting a bit pumped, and then when you're pumped, your brain starts to think all sorts of weird things. So Louis out next.
Nice to see a back compete. We'll see how he goes, because he smashed it earlier.
Well, did everyone else have to jump then? And maybe they didn't. Anyway.
Andy Brown jumped, and so did Alex. But the rest just stepped up. Again, sign of confidence, right?
Yeah.
And again, you come through in second behind only Sam Lavender, who was one hold away from an Olympic. Well, he was 6 seconds away from an Olympic berth, basically.
Yes.
In the bouldering, when Campbell did the spectacular lead send, but Sam was in first coming out bouldering.
Yeah, that was a fantastic one. If you want to go see something amazing, that was a tearjerker actually. The qualifiers.
Yeah,
Campbell send was absolutely amazing. But now we've got Louis on the wall. Yeah, let's see if Louis can pull a Campbell.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to detract from Louis here, but that was, I think every one of us was emotional watching Campbell. So come on, Louis, give us a top, give us another scream moment. I mean, he is swift
and looking very comfortable right now.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So this is a terrible hold again. If you're just tuning in, this is where like half the athletes fell. We've only seen Marlo and Alex get past here.
Just got to get himself around. Yeah,
this is trusting that heel a bit much, and that heel is garbage. Remember?
Yeah, that body position.
You got to hit that. Oh, good. He's very poppy. Mary Poppy. 2 hands on it, and now twist the hips.
It's just, yep.
He's
motored to this section. He's motored to this section. So let's see if he.
He's going to clip from here. I think that'd be wise.
Yeah. Those white ones, I've crimped on those before, and they're not so great.
No, I was going to say they're beautiful looking holds, but they're not
They bite, but they're small.
Friendly.
They bite, but they're small. Yeah. Well, let's see if he can make his way up into this root section and still have enough energy just to, get himself in position.
Come on, fella. So he's got to read this right where he's got to hit the clip and then come back out to that blue volume.
Yeah, move back to the right.
And this is the thing is, if you haven't really seen it, I think Alex had just forgotten about that and he'd just gone like blinkers on, as they say in, I guess, horse racing. But he just saw the black hole and drawn to it.
Yeah, it looked like he's a bit stretched out here.
Not quite as tall.
Just
in bump. There we go.
Come on.
She's going to work it like a drain pipe. Oh. Second though, well done.
Yeah. Well done. Well, he did fantastically there. Just that section was maybe a little bit reachier.
Yeah, and look, a tiny bit of a less known name, but you won't forget him swiftly, and it's good to see him. Yeah, mixing up. We can see some support from the community. He's going and trying these climbs.
Absolutely. Well,
I see Big Sam.
Sam, our number one finisher in the qualifiers, and arguably. In the driving seat here for this competition. I mean, if we were all his to win.
Yeah, if we were nationally ranking, you would say he's one of the top, 3 lead climbers in the country quite comfortably. The way we've seen him perform the last 2 years for a young man. And he was in the Olympic qualifiers. He was second to Campbell, who is now on the World Cup tour, about to hit the Olympics this year with Oceania. And like Sam's got massive mitts and an absolute reach. He's a beautiful route set as well. He set for a lot of these comps last year or the year before. He took time to set for a lot of the competitions, and that sort of insight in knowing how the routes are put together does help you as a climber.
And he's got quite a span by the look of it too. So
big reach, big hands.
Now that's really nice. That's a really nice angle. Seeing him coming around that corner. Just a fantastic shot there.
He shouldn't be allowed to climb with those baseball gloves on. It catches me. He's got the yellow Dragons. Well, they've just got an orange one.
Well, have a look at the angle of his ankle there. He's got a real sort of heel hook just cammed in there.
If my ankle's ever in that position, call me an ambulance. Because I can't twist.
Now he's locked into this section, but hasn't worked out how to unlock himself.
I think he's got to get he's got to. He's not wanting to use that bad bib. There you go. I just saw I was just talking to someone about the new climbing shoes coming out. There's a big Stow push at the moment. There's the Mad Rock Shark 3 coming out. And Scarpa have done this.
Come on, Sam.
He's in the orange Trago.
He was looking very...
No.
I was going to say, he was looking forward to there and probably had a little bit left in the tank. And, and again...
Left foot just can't set it. Adjust. And then the toe hook's just not there.
Yeah, he lost. His right foot came away, and it really just quite convincingly. Marlowe, 28 plus. And we've got Louis and Alexander there in second and third at this moment in time.
Let's give it up one more time for our Queensland podium for Open A male lead. Let's put our hands together for the Queensland podium.